And good morning, sports fans. Thank you for tuning in on a Saturday, whether you're tuning in on your radio, you're tuning in on your laptop, you're tuning in on your smartphone. It's the Karl DeMasi Sports Report every Saturday morning live from the center of the sports universe, Coach's Corner. And it's all part of the Coach's Corner weekend. And remember, today, this weekend, it's Superfest here at Coach's Corner. A lot lined up. Last night, they had a great show with Thomas Claxton the Myth and Drop Dead Turbo. Tonight, Back in Black, the premier AC/DC tribute band. Okay, leading off in the Soundgarden will be the band Frequently Asked Questions and then Back in Black. And don't forget, tomorrow, Super Bowl Sunday, February 13th, the Rams, the Bengals, and it's going to be right here at Coach's Corner. Okay, starting about 2 o'clock. Well, starting at 12 o'clock, we got bands coming in playing because it's Jason Ross and Friends kicking off a tribute to Keith Daniels, who passed away because of COVID-19. So from 12 o'clock to about pregame, okay, we'll have live music out there. We'll have oysters Saturday, Sunday by the buckets. Just come on by. You'll love it. It's Superfest here at Coach's Corner, and there's a big happening in March. I will let you know at the end of the show what's going on. Well, it's Saturday morning. Thank you for listening. It's always a lot of fun being here at Coach's Corner. Yeah, there's nobody in here yet. It's just me and the calmness of Coach's Corner before it gets hectic. We got a new pet here, a little bird over on the other side, so you might hear him chirping during the show. But got a great lineup. Once again, 5 segments, 5 quarters, as I like to call them. First quarter, local news and notes, what's happening here in Savannah, Georgia, national sports. Second quarter, we're going to remember the Pirates. That's right. We're bringing on Chad Jackson, former sports information director at Armstrong State, Atlantic University College, or Armstrong State now, okay? Or it's now the Georgia Southern Armstrong campus. He's going to come on and talk about Remember the Pirates, the big Hall of Fame opening yesterday. He is now the director of sports information at Georgia Southern. So we got Chad Jackson, good friend of mine. He's been there for ages. He's been coming on my show, whether it's on the radio or on the internet, for a long time. Can't wait to talk to him. Quarter number 3, the Wetherington Chiropractic Champions Athlete of the Week, okay? I got definitely Gabby Van Brunt from St. Andrews, 3 gold medals at the Georgia Independent Schools Association swim meet. I got Aaron Seymour, 3-time champion, 3 years in a row champion from the Savannah Arts Academy. And I'm trying to hook up Stephen Jones from Richmond Hill, who's a 2-time champion. So it's going to be, we're making a splash with the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week, the third period, talking about championship swimming. Then in the fourth quarter, why not? The fourth quarter, 4, okay? We're going to talk to the new WJCL sports director. She's not new, but she's now moved up in the ranks. Big Frank Silkowski now is a big anchor man on the morning show, or WJCL's morning show from 4:30 to 7. And then who took over as a sports director? Amy Zimmer. So we're going to talk to her. And in the fifth quarter, 3 videos out the door. That's right. I'll take 3 videos that I've seen over the last week that has really left an impression on me, and I'll share it with you. All right. Local news, local notes. 3 steps in the door. First one's high school, then college, then professional. High school basketball, Windsor Forest is still number 2 in the boys class 3A. In the girls A private, Calvary dropped down to number 10. They'll play for the region championship tonight against Country Day at Country Day. All right, and then Class A public, Bryan County girls, R3, 20-4. I got to find out when their region tournament is. High school scoreboard last night on the hardwood. Habersham School, 63. David Emanuel, 22. This is the girls' side, region champs. Congratulations, the Habersham Lady Pirates. No, it's the Armstrong Pirates. The Habersham Lady Patriots win the GAPS 2A South region title. They beat David Emanuel 63-22. Windsor Forest girls took it on the chin at Savannah High. Savannah High 48, Windsor Forest 14. Calvary Day School playing in the girls championship region 1A private over at Country Day today. Beat Savannah Christian in the semifinal 49-27. Savannah Country Day in the other semifinal game beat Aquinas 59-27. I think it's 6:30. They'll tip it off for that championship. Islands girls 69, Jenkins 15. They have not declared who is the Region 3 Class 4A champion because Islands and New Hampstead beat each other, so they're going to flip a coin tomorrow to find out who's the number 1 seed. Boys side, Habersham Pirates. All right. the Habersham Patriots. I got Pirates on my mind. Remember the Pirates, okay? Beat Alua 74-64. Habersham Patriot boys, region champions. St. Andrews boys beats Frederica 47-44. Region champs. Congratulations to Mel Abrams. He's the region coach of the year, okay? They'll be playing in the States in the Georgia Independent Schools Association State Championship basketball playoffs, so we'll find out what happens with St. Andrews. Memorial Day beats First Presbyterian Christian Academy 65-48. All right. Then we go to the boys semifinal in Region 1A private. Calvary beats Savannah Christian 48-39. Country Day loses a heartbreaker to Aquinas 44-43. So Calvary will take on Aquinas for the boys championship. Johnson all over Southeast Bullock 67-52. Benedictine is the Region 3 4A champions regular season. That's where the playoffs will be held at BC, boys and girls. They beat New Hampshire last night 64-59. Islands, we got one. We beat Jenkins last night 64-57. Groves all over Liberty County 65-42. Richmond Hill takes it on the chin in Region 6A, 2A, 6A playoffs. So I'm pretty sure they might be out. They lost 80-41 to Bradwell. Windsor Forest all over Savannah High 77-30. And do I have a video for you at the end of the show? That's one of my highlight videos that you got to watch. All right, swimmers. Okay, state championships. All right, I just told you. Aaron Seymour closed out his high school career with a pair of state crowns. Okay, Seymour won the 100 backstroke for the third year in a row with a time of 48.74, and he won in the 50-yard freestyle in 20.26 seconds. Okay, that's 2 for Aaron Seymour. Richmond Hill Stephen Jones won his second state crown. Okay, the senior, he's going to go to Georgia Tech. He won the 500 freestyle while finishing third at 100 butterfly. He won 100 butterfly last year. This year, he wins the 500. Abby Van Brunt, 3 gold medals, okay? She made it 8 straight crowns, breaking Georgia Independent School Association state records in the 50 free, 23.43. This girl can fly. 100 fly, 55.48, and the 100 back at 56.03. I mean, what can I tell you? 8 in a row. She still got another year to go. She completed. She committed to Alabama. All right, and she'll be on later on. So once again, congratulations to those 3 young athletes. Wrestlers. Yesterday we had a state champion get crowned in 6A in the 113-pound weight class. South Effingham Jacob Gallandez won the state title. 106 in the 106-pound classification. Effingham Mal Santiago finished second. He lost the state title. He finished second. All right. Region, Jacob Gonzalez, region champ, sectional champ, state champ. Congratulations. Consolation, Islands. I think this might be the highest wrestler finish in Islands history. Cooper Bachman places third. Benedictines in a 170-pound weight class. Benedictines Shane Strickland finished third in the 182-pound weight class. Okay, Jacob Stellhorn from South Effingham finished third in 106-pound weight class. So that's high school notes. Region playoffs going all tonight. Calvary against Aquinas and boys. Calvary against Country Day girls tonight at Country Day for the region championship. So it should be a lot of fun out there at Country Day. All right, in college, scads all over the place. They're swimming at the Bluegrass Mountain Conference. The girls are in 4th. The guys are in 5th going into today. Equestrian. Their equestrian team, the SCAD equestrian team. They're going for their 5th straight championship tournament or match title this weekend. That'll be in Hardyville. Okay, so it'll be number 5 if they win in a row. Lacrosse is at number 1 Reinhardt. You can go watch that today at 1 o'clock. Not at Reinhardt. They're playing here at Hardyville. And the tennis is at Weber University in Florida. And like I said, equestrian, the SCAD equestrian team, you want to go watch something special, you got to watch it. I don't know what they call it. You know, if you watch it, you know what it's called. Is it meets, it's matches, horse shows? I don't know what it is, but they do a great job at SCAD with their equestrian team. All right, Savannah State news. They hire Megan Griffith as their softball coach. She'll start the program up next week. Quick jump in the job and play a game. Golf did a great job at the Mardi Gras Invitational. Individual winner on the women's side, Savannah State's Jadavia McCullum claimed second place with a 2-round total of 168. She opened up with an 85 and an 83 on the second day. She finished just behind the medalist, the top scorer at 155. The men's finished third as a team. Baseball started. The Savannah State Diamond Dogs, they have 4-3. They swept Salem College during the week. Next home game next Saturday against Kentucky State, a SEAC conference match. Women's basketball, number 20 in the state, 20-1, 10-1 in conference. They win today. They play Albany State. They get the rematch of playing the team that beat them about a month ago, Benedictine, Monday, Valentine's Day at Savannah State. That's going to be a big game. Men, they're 8-10, 6-6 in conference. They'll take on Allen University today at 3 p.m. All right, got a minute to go. Remember, Super Bowl Sunday right here, Superfest, 6:30 p.m. Los Angeles Rams against the Cincinnati Bengals. Watch it right here. All right, pro basketball. Hawks dropped another one last night, 136-121. They can't get over that 500 hump. They're 26-29. Bogdanovich, 23 points, lead role. Okay, Trae Young only had 16. They play tomorrow, 2 o'clock in the ATL against the Celtics. Pro baseball, who knows when the Braves are going to defend their world championship. They're still hashing it out with their strikeout or lockout. PGA Golf. Brian Harmon this week shot a 3-under so far in the first 2 rounds at the WM Phoenix Open, Waste Management Phoenix Open. If you ever get a chance, watch this. The crowd's allowed to cheer. The crowd's allowed to talk. It's crazy. But Harmon hit 13 of 18 greens in regulation in the second round, finishing at 6 under. He's 6 strokes off the lead going in, okay? And third rounds today. Got a big kudos out to Patrick Newcomb on the APGA golf tour. It's a minority golf tour, but some white guys are playing. The African-American tour, it's geared towards minority, but they do have some white golfers playing. He won the Korn Ferry he won the APG's Farmers Insurance Invitational Torrey Pines 2 weeks ago. He beat Savannah's Tim O'Neill by 1 stroke. What does he do? He turns around because he gets an exemption into the Korn Ferry Tour's Simon Banks Open. Korn Ferry Tour's Simon Banks Open in May. He gave the exemption to Tim O'Neill. Pretty special to do that. Savannah Bananas is sold out. The Enmark Arena opened up last week. We got a lot going on. Up next, we're going to remember the Pirates with the man himself. Used to be the Armstrong State Sports Information Director. Now he's over at Georgia Southern doing the same thing. Does a great job. Good friend of mine. Always love talking to this guy because he knows Pirate history. He also knows Georgia Southern history, too. Now, we're talking to the man, Chad Jackson, in about 3 minutes. Stay tuned. Remember the Pirates. It's all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network.
All time, that's Coach's Corner and Thunderbolt. Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for 20 years running, and it's no wonder why. Sports, live music, delicious and generous portions of pub food, all for our fans. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. It's always game time at Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick a TV, and Coach's Corner is your place. Coach's Corner is always open for lunch, dinner, and now breakfast, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10:30. But remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. John Harrison and Coach's Corner crew has smoked Boston butts, ribs, and chicken on the grill. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's 912-352-2933. As always, make it a night to remember at Coach's Corner.
At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School, we consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and the best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From cutting and equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, Come see where everyone is a
Yo,
winner.
you still want some real New York deli and Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road in Savannah, Georgia during this social distancing problem. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering will take calls for pickup at 912-354-2914. That's 912-354-2914 on the phone, capiche? If you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered, go to savtakeout.com, savtakeout.com to place the order. Remember, Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering, we ain't New York style, we are New
Wetherington
York.
Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can. At the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And welcome back to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, heard every Saturday morning live from the center of the sports universe, Coach's Corner. Hey, Saturday morning, sports fans, thanks for joining me. And, you know, I moved here 26 years ago, and there was a special place on Abercorn Street. The local college, 2 local colleges we had here, Savannah State and, of course, Armstrong State. I don't know. They've gone through so many names. Armstrong State, Armstrong Atlantic State University, Armstrong State. This next guy can put me straight on this because he's the historian of Armstrong State athletics. He does a great job. He's took his gig up to Georgia Southern when they merged, and he's been there since then. Always fun to have this guy on the Coach's Corner hot seat. The Georgia Southern. Let me get my notes here. Okay. Hold on, Chad. Chad, I'm looking for it. And of course, I can't find it. But the Georgia Southern Sports Information Director for the Eagles, Chad Jackson. Hey, Chad, how's it going?
It's going all right, Carl. Good to see you. How are you?
I'm doing well. You see, I'm still bumbling and stumbling, but I'm having fun. I'm talking local sports.
Obviously, it's always great to hear your voice on a Saturday morning, and it's February, so we got all kinds of sports going on. It's crossover season. You know all about that, and it's just another great day to be an Eagle, but it's also another great day to be a Pirate.
Remember those Pirates, man. I remember. I just wish the Board of Regents never split it up. I don't know why. We could have had Division II, Georgia Southern Pirates, and we had the Georgia Southern Eagles. I don't know. That's another story in its half, but I know you can't comment on that. But, you know, it just, I don't know. It irritated a lot of people and just something special. So, but once again, we had that big ceremony yesterday. I know my real job is a teacher, coach, so I couldn't get over there over at Georgia Southern's Armstrong campus. But fill us in, what happened? And I got a little PowerPoint I'm going to show you in a couple minutes so you can explain what all these pictures mean.
Sure. So yesterday was the official ribbon cutting ceremony of the Hall of Champions. And what the Hall of Champions is, it's basically a place to cherish and to remember the history of the 50 years of Pirate athletics. So Armstrong State College moved to the South Side in the middle 1960s. In 1967, the Pirates actually became a 4-year school and started varsity competition, first in NAIA, then they moved to Division II, had a brief flirtation with Division I back in the 80s, but really found their home in the Peach Belt Conference in the 1990s, and that's where they competed in Division II up until 2017 and the merger, and just had a tremendous amount of success. So many tennis national championships, so many basketball conference championships, baseball World Series appearances, and this is a place where the general public can come to the Armstrong campus, the Georgia Southern Armstrong campus, and relive those memories.
I mean, I lived a lot of them. I've been here for 26 years. You know, the tennis program was phenomenal. They make that $10 million tennis facility. I don't even know if they're using it. So it's just a shame watching baseball over there with Joe Roberts, and of course, Mr. Culberson. You know, always doing a great job over there. So it was a lot of fun. And the basketball. The basketball was always special too. And, you know, packing out the alumni arena was always great too. And playing the high school games there, because you guys always helped us with the high school games. It just was a place to be. And hopefully, you know, it'll rejuvenate, and Georgia Southern will help us do that again.
Well, and the greatest part about yesterday's ceremony, Carl, is we had former student athletes, coaches, and staff that covered all eras of Pirate athletics. You had several of the players in the 70s who played men's basketball under Bill Alexander. They routinely played the Savannah Civic Center, routinely sold it out. You had Ike Williams, who's from Savannah. Charlie Clark was there. Sonny Powell was there. Then you get to some of Joe Roberts's baseball players from the 1980s, some of B.J. Ford's women's basketball and softball players from the 70s and 80s, and then up into the most recent programs that had such high-level success, like the fast-pitch softball, like women's soccer under Eric Faulkner. A lot of those student athletes came back, and it was just a great afternoon to relive the success that the Pirates had.
Now, how many years did you spend at Armstrong before you went over to Georgia Southern?
So I got to Armstrong in 1999. So I was at Armstrong for 17 years before I moved over to Statesboro.
Yeah, just a special place. If you're just tuning in, I'm talking to you. Give me the exact title.
Director of Athletic Communications here at Georgia Southern University.
There you go. The Director of Athletic Communications, Sports Information Director in the old school, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So, all right. So when did the Armstrong, Hall of Fame, or what are we calling it?
So the Hall of Champions is
Hall of Champions.
Space, but it does include a permanent residence of the Hall of Fame. And really what happened was in the first days of the consolidation, there was a push from the former president and the interim president at Armstrong to really sort of sweep aside the history of Armstrong athletics. And once Dr. Marrero came in as a president, he basically put the brakes on that. He said, look, there's so much history here. We have to preserve it. So Lisa Sweeney, who is still working on the Armstrong campus under the Recreation Department, she's an associate VP, worked with Dr. Marrero to come up with a plan. And so this really is a culmination, Carl, of about 2 years of work, from the planning stages, the design stages, the accumulation stages, really ramped up in the fall when construction started on the space. It inhabits the front lobby of Alumni Arena, which is now the recreation center on the Armstrong campus. They took 3 office spaces and a closet. And you wouldn't think that hollowing out those 3 small offices would result in the space it did. But the design company, the construction company did a fantastic job making it look like, it was designed to be what it is now.
I mean, from what the pictures you sent me, it looks special. And watching the, newscast last night or whatever they put on Twitter, social media, I mean, just phenomenal. If you're just tuning in, I'm talking to Chad Jackson. He used to be the Armstrong Sports and Base Director. Now he's up at Georgia Southern, the Director of Athletics Communication. So, but once again, okay, let me see if this PowerPoint works, and let's see if you can see this. I emailed it to you also if you want to look at it, if you can't see it. So I'm going to add it to the stream, okay? So remember the Pirates. Yep. So the first picture we're looking at, is this what you see when you walk in?
So this is actually the tennis section. So this is the back of the space. On your left are all 11 national championship trophies for Armstrong men's and women's tennis. And then to the right, underneath Hall of Champions, that's a selection of trophies that include the 4 Peach Belt Conference Commissioners Cups, which is the all sports trophy for the Commissioners Cup, but also the 4 Peach Belt Conference Academic Awards, which is the school in the Peach Belt that had the highest success rate academically among all the Peach Belt schools. And then as you walk to your right, there are 3 panels, and that has a complete listing of every All-American at Armstrong State University over the 50 years.
All right, so let's go to slide number 2. What are we looking at here?
Yeah, so that is every national championship trophy for Armstrong tennis. The men's are on the left-hand side. There's 2 kind of cut off there on the picture. Need to fire the photographer there. He didn't get a good job. But, and then to the right are the 8 women's tennis national championship trophies. Again, from 95 was the first one, 96 and 2005, and then that incredible run in the mid 2000, starting at 2008 with the sports festival, all the way to the last one in 2012.
All right. Now you put this plaque on here. I can't read it. What was the plaque stating?
So the picture to the right, the banners are framed and placed on the wall. It's the original wood floor of
Nice.
the Armstrong basketball gym that was built in 1967 when the campus moved to the south side.
Nice. Little hardwood. You're gonna laugh, and I'm going back to my New York days. I have the old gym. We called it the old gym. It was built in 1936. I left. It was my alma mater. I left. I worked there. My friend, when they redid that old gym, they tore up the parquet floor, and he
Right.
sent me a piece of the wood. I mean, it's just something special that you could have something like that people could see what it was, where it came from, and what it stood for.
Well, and
So-
originally when they ripped up this floor, because what they've done is they've turned the old basketball gym, which we knew as the Arc, it's where Armstrong volleyball played in the 90s and 2000s. They were originally going to sell all that flooring. And when Lisa said, look, you can't give that away. You can't sell that. We have to keep that. And so we found a way to include it in the space. It frames the banners that we have on display, and it also frames that All-American piece that you saw earlier.
Right. All right, here we go. Here's another slide that you sent me. Is this when you walk in? Do you see? Is this the opening?
So this is to the right. So you walk into the space and you go to the right. This is the Academic All-America listings. The home of the Pirates up top. That came off the scoreboard in Alumni Arena. Same repurposed that piece of sheet metal that had the home of the Pirates on it. And then in between those three All-American areas, you've got interactive touch screens. And it's an entire database of every athletic roster of an Armstrong State team from 1967 through 2017. And the great part about this, Karl, is it is able to be continually updated. So as we've been reaching out to former student athletes and coaches saying, look, if you have pictures, if you have photos of your teammates, of yourself when you played, because I only got there in 1999, so I only had headshots of student athletes from when I got there up to 2017. So as you can imagine, that's a lot of years missing. And we will have the ability to continually update that touch screen with information and with photos. And that was a huge hit yesterday, Karl, with seeing the former student athletes and coaches going through the touch screen, pulling up team photos, pulling up rosters, and pulling up names of their teammates and their friends.
Wow, unbelievable. Okay, what am I looking down? I'm looking down a nice hallway.
So this is when you first enter the space, this is what you're looking at. So you've got the banners and that wooden flooring on the left, and then the double-sided trophy case on your right. We call it the Memorable Moments Trophy Case. So rather than try and do just a simple timeline that would have gotten a lot cluttered in that space, we picked out several key moments in Armstrong athletic history. The reign of Bill Alexander in men's basketball in the 1970s, the incredible history of Joe Roberts in his 34 years as head coach of Armstrong State baseball, the immense impact that BJ Ford had as the first women's head coach for basketball and softball, and her legacy as really in the 2000s and the Peach Bowl Conference era, women's athletics was so strong at Armstrong State, no matter the sport. And then that last piece you can kind of see on the right there, that was the throwback to 2005 when Armstrong hosted the Division II National Championship in men's golf down at the Westin Savannah Harbor, and the Pirates came up just 5 strokes shy of winning a national championship in their home city. And it's
Nice.
to this day, it is the only NCAA national championship ever to be held in the city of Savannah.
Nice. All right, couple more.
So that is the other side of the Memorable Moments case, with the Era of Excellence for Pirate baseball, men's basketball on your left, a history of all the athletic directors that served at Armstrong State, and just a little brief blurb telling you about the 50 years starting from 1967 to 2017.
Next one.
And that's another angle of the All-Americans. And
Right,
so the
I see it now.
All-Americans are broken up by sport. And then we also didn't want to include just the All-Americans from a playing standpoint. We included every co-side academic All-American that we had in the athletic department's history. And there were several. And you'll notice there were a lot that were both.
Yeah.
They were great on the field, but they're also fantastic in the classroom.
And I'm pretty sure this is the last one.
So that is the trophy case that is facing the wall as you walk around. Just another selection of trophies, championship trophies from the Peach Belt, NCAA finalist trophies, and some team photos, some celebration photos, framed behind those trophies.
Well, Chad, I mean, unbelievable. I mean, a great. I mean, I just got the chills looking at those pictures. I got to get over there and walk the halls of that Hall of Champions. I mean, it's something special. You're still doing a great job. You still got that pirate blood in you. I tried to get the brownish maroon color in the PowerPoint, but I did my best. So, you know, I hate to tell you, the school I went to had the same exact colors. So, and you know, so I know what it's like. But once again, I appreciate you doing this. Once again, we'll always remember the Pirates and keep up the great work. Anything special you got to say about coming up on the campus of the Georgia Southern Armstrong campus? Anybody coming down there to play?
So one thing, the women's soccer team at Georgia Southern is coached by Chris Adams. He used to coach at North Georgia, which was a rival with Armstrong in Division II. He will be playing a spring game on March 11th on the Armstrong soccer field against head coach Eric Faulkner, who is now at North Florida, was the coach at Armstrong. And so check out the GSEagles.com, the women's soccer spring schedule. You can see that the Ospreys will play the Eagles on the Pirate soccer field in March.
Chad, great job. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for sending me the pictures. I wish I could have been there. I got to get over there and check it out. But, you know, if you're from Savannah, that'll always be Armstrong State University. Remember the Pirates.
Absolutely. Thank you, Carl. Appreciate it.
Hey, and I know we got to turn the other hat, but always go Eagles too.
Go Eagles.
Talk to you later, Chad.
All right. Take care.
I mean, I got to appreciate Chad Jackson. I mean, the guy loves Armstrong, loves Savannah. Hey, but he's doing a great job. He loves Georgia Southern too. So he's doing a great job up there. And once again, get over there. The Hall of Champions now at the Georgia Southern Armstrong campus. Remember the Pirates. Next up, got to thank my sponsors, gang. So hang on. They're all here. Don't hang up. Hang on. They're all here waiting to go. We're talking about champions. We got the Georgia High School State Association, the Georgia Independent Schools Association, champion of swimmers coming on next. That's right. I'll have 3 guests. We'll have Gabby Van Brunt from St. Andrews. We'll have Aaron Seymour from Savannah Arts Academy. And we'll have Stephen Jones from Richmond Hill, all gold medalists at the last 2 weeks state swim meets up in Georgia, up in Atlanta at the Georgia Tech Aquatic Center. And I think one of them is going to be swimming there as a college swimmer. Stay tuned. 3 minutes, I promise you.
All time, that's Coach's Corner in Thunderbolt. Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for 20 years running, and it's no wonder why. Sports, live music, delicious and generous portions of pub food, all for our fans. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. It's always game time at Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick a TV, and Coach's Corner is your place. Coach's Corner is always open for lunch, dinner, and now breakfast, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10:30. But remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. John Harrison and Coach's Corner crew has smoked Boston butts, ribs, and chicken on the grill. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's 912-352-2933. As always, make it a night to remember at Coach's Corner.
At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School would consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and the best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. So come get equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
You still want some real New York deli and Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road in Savannah, Georgia during this social distancing problem. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering will take calls for pickup at 912-354-2914. That's 912-354-2914 on the phone, capiche? If you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered, go to savtakeout.com, savtakeout.com to place the order. Remember, Rocky's Rockies, New York Deli, and Italian Caring. We ain't New York style. We are New York.
Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room. If you can, at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And welcome back to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, heard every Saturday morning live here at Coach's Corner. Been doing this since COVID-19, the end of March. So it's something special. And this is the best part of the show. This is where I get to bring on the kids that have done something special. They've been nominated, or I pick them out from the news. I mean, it's just something special. These 3 swimmers, okay? So this is the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week, champion swimming section. And I'm going to try and do all 3, get all 3 on the same time. So we have, first of all, ladies first, Gabby Van Brunt. She's a junior at St. Andrew's School. She's committed to swim at Alabama, but she has won 8 straight crowns at the Georgia Independent State Association swim meet over the last 3 years. She set a record this year in the 50, 100, and 100 back. I mean, just an impressive performance on January 30th at Georgia Tech's Aquatic Center. Then we go to the next guy. All right, guy's next. All right, he's a senior at Savannah Arts Academy. He committed to swim at Georgia. All right, he closed out his high school career in typical fashion. 3 straight 100 backstroke titles for this young man. And then he picks up the 50 freestyle this year, and that's Aaron Seymour out of Savannah Arts Academy. I think they all swim for the GCATs. Bill Forrester, tell me if these 2 young swimmers do. Then the next guy, hopefully he'll click right back in. Stephen Jones has joined us. I wasn't sure if he was going to do it or not, but Jones has won 2 state crowns in his career at Richmond Hill. Okay. Last year, if I'm not mistaken, he won the, let me get here. Last year, he won the 100 butterfly. This year, he wins the 500 freestyle, and he's going to be at Georgia Tech. So we got a Georgia Tech, we got an Alabama, and we got a Bulldog. Okay. So we got Bulldog, Crimson Tide, Yellow Jacket. They might meet each day someday in a big swim meet. So joining me now on the Coach's Corner hot seat, this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athletes of the Week, Stephen Jones from Richmond Hill, Gabby Van Brunt from St. Andrews, and, of course, Aaron Seymour from good old Savannah Arts Academy. There we go, guys. How's everybody doing?
Hey, doing great.
It's working great. Usually I only have 1 guest, and sometimes I try to get 3 or more. I haven't done this in a long time, but I appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedule to come do this because, I know what it is. You guys are either in the pool or, as I learned, you're doing land training also. So swimmers just don't go in the pool. They also do land training. So, but once again, congratulations. I mean, it's something special.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So, of course, we'll start with ladies first. Gabby's been on before, but Gabby, something special. I mean, 3 years in a row, 8 gold medals. You committed to Alabama, something special. Did you expect another 3, or did you go in not knowing what was going to happen?
I was kind of hoping for another 3, but I mean, pretty happy with it.
So, out of those 3, what is your best stroke?
Well, I would say it's like butterfly.
Butterfly? Why butterfly over the other 2?
Just my kickouts.
Did you kick out?
Really
All right.
try to work on those.
Okay, I'm a novice at this. What's a kick out?
You know the underwaters that people
Right.
do? Mm-hmm. It's like when they push off the wall and they're underwater.
Now, is that right? So when you're making a turn, coming back from the other end of the pool?
Yes, sir.
All right, neat. You kick out, okay. Why Alabama?
I just loved it. The coaches, the team, and then the place itself, Tuscaloosa. It was just, once I got there, I knew it was for me.
Yeah, it's a change of pace. Definitely is going to be one. You still got to wait another year, but these 2 guys are going on to the next level. So, Aaron, back-to-back, 3 years in a row, winning a gold medal in the same event. What's so special about that for you, especially in the Georgia High School State Association, where you're swimming against a lot more than swimmers than Gabby does?
Yes, sir. It's I like that event. I think that's where I always started with is backstroke. Just because like in practice, it's easier than fly and faster than breaststroke. So that's kind of how it got started, and I just stuck with it, and it's worked the past 3 years, I guess.
So when did you start swimming? I mean, you started at an early age. You just pick it up.
I started when I was 5, so that was about 13 years ago. So 13 years of swimming.
So dad throw you in the pool, or you just wanted to do it yourself?
I think I kind of wanted to do it myself. It was like the 2008 like Olympics. I saw that and I wanted to do that. I don't really remember it, but that's what my parents said. So.
So, all right, Stephen. You got back-to-back titles in 2 different strokes. So tell us about your experience.
It's been really cool, especially like last year because of COVID. The whole high school meet was kind of very different than what we're all used to. But to be able to do well like consecutively, even in different strokes, like you said, it's a really amazing feeling. And this past year, I won the 500 free this year, but the past year I've been training a lot more for distance because the 500 free is like 20 laps, so it's really painful. So I'm glad I could pull the victory this year.
It's painful, but you love doing it, right?
I love winning, but there's only one way to do it, which is practice.
Practice. All right. So, I mean, you're 3 of the best swimmers around. You probably compete against each other during the summers. So one of you, whoever wants to take this question, what's the difference between swimming for like GCATs, or I think you're the Richmond Hill swim team, right?
Yep. Yes, sir.
So what's the difference between the swim season versus the high school season? Somebody want to answer that?
Here, I can answer it.
Go right ahead.
So I go to the Richmond Hill High School, so our team's probably the biggest out of these 2.
Right.
So for me personally, it's just the team, like just the team bonding experience. Because when I go to states or when I go to junior nationals or whatever, it's usually just me on my own. But when you're with a high school team, you're with everybody, and it's kind of like a family at that point. So you grow up from a freshman all the way up to a senior, and you kind of see the team evolve. People leave, people come onto the team, and growing up with those with your friends and teammates, it's just a whole new experience. So I think that's kind of what separates the 2 teams. If you guys want to add anything.
I completely agree. It's like in the school team, you're with your classmates.
And Aaron, that's something special with yeah. And how about all the other schools that are involved? Do you get to meet those, or is it just the Arts Academy and everybody else does their own thing?
Yeah, I swim. So the public schools all train together. So it's like all the Jenkins, Savannah Arts, Islands. All of us are training together at the aquatic center. But then at the meets we swim separate. But yeah, that's about.
How do you guys work it over there in Andrews?
Yeah, we have our practices that start at 6:30, and then they've been very lenient about the practices that I have to go to, because they know after I already finish practice for GCAT, I still have to go home and do homework and stuff. But yeah, it's a lot of middle school practicing, and then our high school swimmers. So it's fun.
Yeah.
All right, we're dealing with a lot of. It's not you guys. It's my internet connection here at Coach's Corner. So it's not you guys. So all right. So go ahead, Abby. Gabby, you were talking about at St. Andrews. I got cut out.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we start our practices at 6:30, and they're very lenient about having to attend both my club practice and the high school practice, just because they know I still have to get home and do other stuff for school. But when I do go to them, they're fun.
All right, and you said it right there, and maybe Aaron or Stephen, you want to take this question, time management. I mean, you guys get up early in the morning, you go to practice, go to school, then you got to go back to practice. How do you go manage the time? And all three of you going to top-notch academic colleges. So, I mean, has this helped you with that also?
Aaron, you want to take this one?
All right. Yeah, I think it certainly helps because like you don't really have room to mess up. Like for me, a good like time management skill is kind of focus on wherever you're at. So like if you're in the classroom, focus on the schoolwork. If you're in the pool, focus on the pool. And then when you're outside of the pool, like get what you need to do done. And so like whether that's homework or like stretching, recovering from practice or something, just get it done right then and there, and then you have time for sleeping.
Whatever that may be. So, Stephen, I mean, you're going to be going up to Georgia Tech. Have you found out what their workouts are like versus what you're doing now with the high school team or your summer team?
Yeah, so kind of the whole college atmosphere itself, especially when you're going to go on their varsity team, they make swimming a very high priority. So the classes and all your other activities are going to be surrounded by swimming when you're on that team. Because in high school, swimming's kind of like an afterthought when it comes to, you know, your academics and your activities that you have during school. But Georgia Tech, yeah, they have a lot more intensive. They have a lot more of an intensive workout and schedule that I'm going to be following once I get there. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's going to, you know, time management is key. And you guys are already, I mean, you're learning that being a swimmer in a high school or for a swimming program. So, Aaron, you know, first year you win the gold medal, the second year back to back. Did you think you had a shot at the third year in a row?
I think so. My main focus was the 50 free this year. I wanted to tack on a second event. So I was trying to think of what to do, and the 50 free is the shortest event. So that's what I got to do.
There's 1 0 missing, so it's probably not as painful, right?
Yeah, I don't have the courage to be like Steven and do that 500.
Yeah. All right. So what made you pick Georgia?
It's just a great team environment up there, and the coaches are great. And of course, there's got some friends up there to join, and I've heard nothing but good things about it, and so I look forward to it.
And Mr. Jones, you're going to be a Yellow Jacket, one of the most rigorous academic colleges in the country. So why Georgia Tech?
I think just the whole atmosphere of, you know, I don't know, like Atlanta is such an amazing city, and there's so many things to do, and so many like companies, and just the whole city of Atlanta and the whole campus of Georgia Tech is just amazing. Even the pool hosted the 1996 Olympics. So just their facilities are, you know, top notch. So it's just such a perfect, I don't know, program, and where I want to pursue, which is engineering. It's just a perfect fit.
Nice. All right, 2 more questions because I got my next guest waiting. Okay, first let's start off with Gabby. You're at St. Andrews IB program, very rigorous. Tell us about St. Andrews, what it's been like so far for you.
Yeah, it's been great. All the teachers are so understanding if I have a meet or something, and everybody is just trying to help you and better yourself as a person in school, and then whatever you're doing outside of school. And then the AD, like, she's great. She's new this year, and she's super supportive of the swim team there, and she's just gotten us a lot more like popularity with the sport at the school, which I love. And yeah, like all my friends there, like everybody in my class is kind of a smaller school. So it's just, we're all very supportive of each other. And I love that.
All right, Aaron, Savannah Arts Academy. It's a little smaller in Richmond Hill. Tell us about going to the Arts Academy academically and athletically.
It's pretty nice. Everyone there, like academically, like everyone's there to learn, and they're going to work as hard as they can in the classroom. And it's a really great environment to surround yourself in. And like, athletically, it's a little different. Like, you'll get more congratulations for like all-state orchestra than like state or something. So it's a little different, but it's still support everywhere, and it's just a great environment to be in, to learn and to excel.
Yeah, but you can tell everybody, you guys over at the Arts Academy, the Panthers love their sports also as much as they love the arts or academics.
Yes, sir.
So Steven, up at the Wildcat Land, what's it like that for a swimmer? And what's the experience been like there going to school there?
Well, I think Richmond Hill is a very good school for where we are, but the swimming itself is very kind of low. It's very under the radar compared to like basketball and football for obvious reasons. But still, like once I got back, a lot of people congratulated me. So it's a very nice environment. Even if swimming isn't like everybody's everybody's seeing the swimming and watching the meets and stuff, people still listen to the news or the Wildcat news, and they're really supportive. And it's nice to go to a school where you have friends or just strangers saying like good job.
Nice. All right, last one. We have to touch on this. We have to talk about our parents, our family support. So tell us, Steven, your family support, getting where you're going, doing what you got to do.
Yeah, actually, my dad's my coach. So
nice.
We basically go to every single meet together. So whether if it's in like California or Atlanta or just Savannah, we're always just together. And having him being my coach and father is just really an interesting bonding relationship. And obviously my mom, she's very helpful and supportive too. So
nice.
I can't thank them enough.
Gabby?
Yeah. My parents both swam competitively throughout college. And so my sister swam until she was like 15. So just having them understand sport and understand that you're going to have bad races has always been very helpful for me, to know that like I always have the support system coming from them, and that no matter what, they always want me to focus on the positives of my race.
Nice. Aaron?
It's just tons of support. You don't really realize until you get a little older. Like before I could drive and stuff, like morning practice before school, I would wake up 4:45 a.m. and they have breakfast ready for me. And it's just stuff like that. And the support they give is just endless. And it's just, I want to be here without them.
Well, Gabby's got another year with her parents and her family. You two guys, you're going to be on your own. I don't know about that 4:45 breakfast there for you, Mr. Seymour. You're going to have to hit the cafeteria a little earlier. All right, quickly, I just have an interest on this one. All right, Steven, you're going to Georgia Tech. Any specific major, any interest?
Mechanical engineering. Yep. I
figured that would be Aaron up there at the Bulldog Land.
I think chemistry is the route I'm planning on taking.
No way.
You guys, I don't know what you're getting into. You swim all day. You got to be a student all day. I don't know how you're going to work it out. Any interest yet for you, Gabby, before you went to the beautiful University of Alabama?
Yeah, I want to go into psychology.
You guys aren't picking the easy way to go there, buddies. So, but I know you're dedicated. You've learned time management. Your outside coaches, Bill Forrester, Steven's dad, have done a great job telling you what it's going to be like at the next level. Keep up the great work. Congratulations for winning your races, back-to-back years, 3 years in a row. You guys deserve it, and that's why you're this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Champions of the Week.
Thank you.
Good luck, guys. I hope to meet you personally.
Take care.
I mean, it's just special to see three young athletes doing what they love. They're going to the next level, and it's just special. And and this next young lady that's waiting for it to come and talk to me, she's in my studio. She knows what it's like. She's played college sports, but swimming. Nobody. Let's give all these kids their due. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a coach. No, all the sports are special. And like Stephen Jones said over at Richmond Hill, swimmers are low-key. Savannah Arts Academy, it's a big deal because they don't have major sports like football, basketball, and baseball, and the other major sports, soccer. Same thing over at the Arts, Savannah St. Andrews. Very small community, very small teams, but you know what? They deserve the recognition too. So that's why Stephen Jones out of Richmond Hill, Aaron Seymour out of the Savannah Arts Academy, and Gabby Van Brunt out of St. Andrews deserve the recognition for one's done it 3 years in a row in one event. Gabby has done 8 in the 3 years, and Steven back-to-back years in 2 different events. Just something special. Well, we'll break this down next with the new big girl. Okay, we don't have the big guy anymore. We have the big gal over at WJCL taking over the sports reins, the new WJCL sports director. I like how that says Amy Zimmer will be up next in 3 minutes. Can't wait to talk to her. She deserves it, and I know she's going to do a heck of a job. She had a little stay in Queens, New York. So, my friend from St. John's is going to do a good job. Got to have a little pizza, too.
All time, that's Coach's Corner and Thunderbolt. Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for 20 years running, and it's no wonder why. Sports, live music, delicious and generous portions of pub food, all for our fans. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. It's always game time at Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick a TV, and Coach's Corner is your place. Coach's Corner is always open for lunch, dinner, and now breakfast, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10:30. But remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. John Harrison and Coach's Corner crew has smoked Boston butts, ribs, and chicken on the grill. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's 912-352-2933. As always, make it a night to remember at Coach's Corner.
At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions.
All time, that's Coach's Corner and Thunderbolt. Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for 20 years running, and it's no wonder why. Sports, live music, delicious and generous portions of pub food, all for our fans. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. It's always game time at Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport.
All right, I hit the wrong button. That's my life here. But once again, thank you for joining me. It's the Karl DeMasi Sports Report every Saturday morning, live here from Coach's Corner on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Don't forget, it's Superfest this weekend. We had Thomas Claxton, the Myth, and Drop Dead Turbo last night. Tonight, we got the lead band, Frequently Asked Questions, and, of course, Back in Black, AC/DC. What better way to have AC/DC cover band here before the Super Bowl party? And tomorrow, big Superfest. We got oysters. We got music going from 12 o'clock to pregame. It's going to be a lot of fun here at Coach's Corner. Well, it's fun being here. I mean, I was a head football coach, and then back in 2006, a big young guy came in, and he took the sports area by surprise. He's got a lot of hard work. It always seemed like he was there was a double of him somewhere. They thought I was his older brother. But, Frank Silkowski has done a great job building that WJCL sports department. He had a great one with Stephanie Farad, who helped them for a long time. Now she's over at Richmond Hill. If you just watched the last segment, helping the kids learn about journalism and TV production, and Stephen Jones can tell you that. And this next young lady comes in, and she follows the lead, okay? Stephanie Farad, Frank Silkowski, and, of course, don't forget the legendary Rick Snow and Dave Williams who are over there helping those guys. But now she's got a new title. She's a WJCL sports director. Joining me now on the Coach's Corner hot seat, and she's not on Frank Silkowski's hot seat anymore. She's on her own hot seat, and that's Amy Zimmer. What's up, Amy?
Good morning. I'll tell you what, DeMasi, you are probably the only person I would ever wake up for this early to talk to. So thank you for having me.
Well, I asked you, I know now your weekends are free, but I know you still got to do a Friday night sportcast. I said, you sure now it's going to be about 9:45, 10 o'clock? Now that you get used to sleeping in on the weekends, okay, it's got to be something special.
It sure is a nice feeling. It's still a little bit of a strange feeling. It's been probably 2.5 years since I've had weekends off. So it's definitely a good feeling to have again. But again, if you give me a call, you say you want to talk, I'm always going to talk for you, DeMasi.
All right, 2.5 years here in Savannah, Georgia. When you first got off the plane and came from, where was the last place you were? Florida, right?
So, California.
California, right? You were in Palm Beach. What was it?
I was in Palm Springs for most
Palm Springs. Palm Beach is Florida. Palm Springs out there. I'm the New Yorker that bumbles and stumbles, but I'm fine with it because it's a lot of fun. But when you stepped off the plane, did you think this would happen so quickly?
It's funny. I went like this when you were first asking me, because when I was first contacted by WJCL, I remember I was on a golf course in Palm Springs, which, one of the golf capitals of the world, absolutely beautiful. And I got an email from a news director from WJCL ABC Savannah asking if I was interested in their sports opening. And I was like, Savannah, Georgia for sports? Like, that's where I'm going to go to? And I was thinking, well, I'll just go and give it a try and just, see what they have to offer and go take the visit. So it kind of reminded me of my college athlete days. You go and you fly to these different schools to have your official visits, unofficial visits. It's kind of like the same thing in this industry. And you go and you do your interview. And I remember coming here and I just remember learning so much about the Savannah history and the rich sports history. And I was thinking, wow, this is actually, I didn't know there was all this here. And it wasn't until I met up with Big Frank later that day in my interview, and he took me around River Street and just kind of talked to me more about his sports journey here. And that's when I knew, okay, this is somewhere where I want to be, and that's someone who I want to work with. And it turned into one of the biggest blessings in my life.
Hey, I was told way back when we hit COVID-19 that there would be no sports to talk about in Savannah, Georgia. Amy, I haven't missed a weekend or a weekday that I can find something to talk about sports in Savannah, Georgia. There's always something going on, always something sports related. And, during COVID-19, sports was a big, a relief, an outlet. So, yeah, you probably said Savannah, Georgia. I said that too when I moved down here. Savannah, there's no pro baseball teams, because here I am. I'm coming from Long Island, New York, and we got the Jets, we got the Mets, we got the Yankees, we got the Giants, we got the Knicks, we got the Nets, we got pro lacrosse, but it hasn't missed a beat down here, and it's just a special place. And people, and you can attest to this. You're in the industry a little more than I am. People love the sports here.
Yeah, it really is one of those things where when I talk to people and, they ask me where I am now and I say Savannah, and a lot of people underestimate this market, and there really is so much for this market to offer. And especially because too, we've got Jacksonville just down the road. We've got Atlanta not too far away where we're always traveling to for events, especially for our local athletes who are going there to play in big championship games, because that's just how elite our student athletes are here in this area. I've gone up to Charlotte to cover the Carolina Panthers. I mean, Columbia, South Carolina, we go all over. And of course, here in Savannah alone, we have plenty of sports. And you also mentioned a good point too, DeMasi, was back during COVID-19, how we never ran out of things to do. And it truly was our outlet. And, a lot of people weren't blessed with that in other communities to be able to still have sports going on in a way, finding a way. And also just with our student athletes being so motivated. I remember doing segments back during the pandemic on WJCL just about these student athletes doing cool at-home workouts, and everyone was into it, sending me their at-home workouts, and it was so much fun. So yeah, it definitely, Savannah is something different when it comes to sports.
And if you just tuned in, you're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report on the internets, on Facebook Live, on Twitter Live, on my YouTube channel Live, and we're talking to the new WJCL. It's got a nice ring to it. The new WJCL Sports Director, Amy Zimmer. And, of course, the big guy will be around to help you. So what's going to be philosophy now? I mean, you're coming in and you got to fill some really, really big shoes. Don't go fishing and slipping on a pond, okay? We'll talk about that later on. But you got some big shoes to fill. What's going to be your philosophy about the sports department now?
Yeah, I think when I came to WJCL in the first place, when Frank and I were talking and just trying to get to know each other, one thing that clicked was that we were so similar with our mindset when it came to covering local sports and knowing that that is the most important thing in our jobs. I think a lot of people in this industry can get caught up in wanting to be like ESPN and all those other bigger guys that are on national networks. And that's not the point when you are in local sports. It is your job to highlight your local athletes, because you're the platform that can get to do that. And that's how those athletes get exposure and then can make those national headlines. And it's so cool to also know that these are the kids that one day will be playing on the professional stage. And we were the ones there back when they were building that foundation. And we have people contact us all the time for video back when kids were in high school playing and whatnot. So it's really cool. So when I was talking with Frank, we both had that same philosophy of local is most important. And so I know now, stepping into those shoes as sports directors, there's not too much I need to change, because Frank and I were already on the same page and agreed on so many things. And that's why I truly believe we're top in this market when it comes to local sports coverage. And it's going to stay that way. There's not much I need to change. And I'm just really hoping to just keep that local philosophy. Right now, it's been a pretty much of a big grind because I am operating as more of a one-person sports department right now. Frank's getting adjusted to his morning shift hours, which is going to be a little bit of a transition. The big guy used to staying up late. Now he's getting up early. And then also too, we're of course looking for our next weekend sports anchor. And so then once we get that person to come in, we'll be able to hit a lot more local areas to cover those games and whatnot. But right now I'm just kind of carrying everything on my shoulders, trying to get it done, which is okay. Back in my first market, NBC Palm Springs, I was a one-woman sports department. So these are shoes also that I've been in before. But definitely with Big Frank, I take a lot of pride in knowing what he's built here. And I don't take it lightly of knowing that I now have the torch and I'm going to keep it lit and shining bright and looking to do a good job of representing WJCL sports and keeping that legacy going, and also keeping Frank involved as well. Of course, the big guy could never give up sports entirely. He's still going to be around.
No, he'll never get up. He's got his hand in something when it comes to sports all the time. All right, let's wrap this up. All right, here's your first big Super Bowl that you're the sports director. What's going to be your angle covering the big game this weekend?
Yeah, so actually a really interesting position for me. It kind of reminds me back when I was covering the Orange Bowl between Georgia and Michigan. Same thing for me now. I have a guy that's a former Georgia quarterback, but used to be the Michigan Detroit Lions quarterback signal caller, Matthew Stafford, leading the way now in Los Angeles for the Rams. So I've got to go with the Rams. I definitely love that angle, and that's the angle that we've been going with at WJCL. We love knowing former Bulldogs in the NFL and really any former, college athletes within the area that are now performing in the NFL. We always love to hit those targets for our coverage, and I'm rooting for them. Over a decade, Stafford has been in the NFL and was with the Detroit Lions, never made it to a playoff win, and now here he is in the Super Bowl. I have to root for him. I know my family's rooting for him too. He's deserved this. He's worked hard for it. Some people might argue with that, but I'm going with the Rams, and it should be a good one, though, with him going up against Joe Burrow.
All right, well, now you got everything in full swing. Basketball's wrapping up. We're going to have state playoffs. You got baseball, soccer, lacrosse, track. Everything's going. Savannah State women's basketball Monday night, buddy. Now, they got to win. They got to win today against Allen University, but Benedict College is the only team to beat the Lady Tigers, so that's going to be good. On Valentine's Day, you're going to be there?
Oh, yeah. Hey, what better way to, celebrate love and covering sports that I love, right? I mean, nothing better.
Well, I know you got a good guy that's got your back, so I know he'll do something special for you, too.
Yeah, he's awesome, and that's been another good blessing here in Savannah. So a lot of good things that this city has offered me.
With your life and your hours, you got to have a good guy that understands what you're doing.
Listen, it's part of the deal when you sign up to hang out with me, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever, family members. I'm always like, okay, this is how it's going to work. You're never going to hear from me probably for a while. And then all of a sudden I'm going to be available last second. So yeah, it's a crazy life, but I love it. You understand it. Yeah, I know you know the grind. So it's all good.
Well, congratulations again. You deserve it. It has a nice ring to it. WJCL Sports Director, Amy Zimmer. I'll talk to you. I'll see you during the week with all the stuff that's going on. So once again, keep up the great work. And, tell the big guy. He's got to get roaming the sidelines a little, too. He's got to help you out.
Yeah, of course. And we'll definitely be able to get him back out there soon. Don't worry about it. He'll be around.
Enjoy your weekend off.
Thank you so much. It's good seeing you, DeMasi.
And like I said, I'm with you. Go Lions, 35-21. That's my prediction.
I had 34-21.
Oh, we're right there. That's got to be that little New York hangout where you've been hanging out in Queens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely it.
I hope to go back pretty soon, and the first place I'm going to hit is a pizzeria. I'm going to get myself a pie. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, you have to. Love the pizza in New York. I miss it so much.
I know you want to go back and hang out in Flushing and Queens and all that whole area.
Jamaica Queens, baby, built me strong into the woman I am today.
And if you've been on the Long Island Railroad, next stop, Jamaica Queens.
Yep, that was the stop on the subway. It was a grind, let me tell you.
Have fun, Amy.
All right, thanks so much, DeMasi.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Amy Zimmer, she's energetic. She's just like Silkowski. She's going to be all over the place. We got two female sports directors now in Savannah, Georgia. Lindsay Goff over at WTOC, and now Amy Zimmer at WJCL. All right, next up, 3 out the door. We're going to take a look at 3 videos or 3 little social media videos that I come up with that hit me over the weekend or over the week. Hopefully it'll do the same thing for you. We'll be right back. You're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report live from Coach's Corner. Big weekend, Superfest. Tonight, Back in Black, AC/DC cover band. Frequently Asked Questions is the lead band. And then tomorrow, Oysters, and the Super Bowl starts. Well, the music will start at 12 noon with Jason Ross and friends honoring Keith Daniels. And at 6 o'clock pregame, the football kicks off. But there's going to be Oysters starting at 2 o'clock. It's going to be Oysters today from what I hear. Be back in 3 minutes.
All time, that's Coach's Corner and Thunderbolt. Coach's Corner has been voted the best in Savannah for 20 years running, and it's no wonder why. Sports, live music, delicious and generous portions of pub food, all for our fans. No matter what the season, there's always a reason to check out Coach's Corner. It's always game time at Coach's Corner. Pick your favorite sport, pick your favorite team, and pick a TV, and Coach's Corner is your place. Coach's Corner is always open for lunch, dinner, and now breakfast, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 10:30. But remember, Coach's Corner still has takeout service. John Harrison and Coach's Corner crew has smoked Boston butts, ribs, and chicken on the grill. You can place your order by calling Coach's Corner at 912-352-2933. That's 912-352-2933. As always, make it a night to remember at Coach's Corner.
At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School would consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and the best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. So come get equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
You still want some real New York deli and Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road in Savannah, Georgia during this social distancing problem. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering will take calls for pickup at 912-354-2914. That's 912-354-2914 on the phone, capiche? If you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered, go to savtakeout.com, savtakeout.com to place the order. Remember, Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering, we ain't New York style, we are
Weatherington
New York.
Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can. At the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive, and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Wetherington at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
Okay, welcome back to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, live here at the center of the universe, as the Rubbin' and Grubbin' Show likes to call it. I like it called the center of the sports universe, and that's, of course, Coach's Corner. It's Superfest weekend, a lot going on. First, I have to thank my guests for coming on, of course, starting it off with the Armstrong State new Hall of Champions on the campus of Armstrong. Okay, the Georgia Southern Armstrong campus. They have now the Armstrong State, the Pirates Hall of Champions, Chad Jackson, the Georgia Southern Director of Athletic Communications. He was at Armstrong for 17 years. Thank him for coming on. Got to thank my 3 athletes of the week, all-state swimming champions, Aaron Seymour from the Savannah Arts Academy, Stephen Jones from Richmond Hill, and, of course, Gabby Van Brunt from St. Andrews. Seymour going to Georgia to swim, Jones going to Georgia Tech to swim, and Gabby still has another year of high school, but she already committed to go to Alabama. So got to thank her. And thank the new WJCL sports director, Amy Zimmer, for getting up early on a Saturday morning to come talk about her new title, her new job over there at JCL. All right. So, I'm an internet junkie. I'm a sports fanatic. I follow everything but, I talked about it earlier when I gave you 3 steps in the door, high school sports. We talked about wrestling champions. Well, from South Effingham High School, in the 113-pound weight class in 6A, we have a state champion in Jacob Galindez. It seems like every year we have a champion in wrestling. Here's what the end of the match looked like. Just watching that young man jump into his coach's arms and listening to the PA announcer at the end, from South Effingham, the 113-pound 6A champion, Jacob Galindez. I mean, just something special. Local kid winning a state gold medal in wrestling. Okay, another sport that we know about but doesn't get much news. All right. Now, last night at Windsor Forest was playing Savannah High. I mean, this kid already committed to go to play at Georgetown. But this is one of those dunks where you say, oh, my, okay? I mean, just threw the ball off the backboard, put it down, and I got to thank WJCL sports director Amy Zimmer for catching this highlight. Let's watch that again. Off the backboard. I could just imagine what the crowd was going like at Windsor Forest last night when Deontay Bass did that. Georgetown commit, something special. Now, last weekend, it officially opened, the Enmark Arena. Okay, it's going to have a lot of great activities. We're going to have a professional hockey team in the East Coast Hockey League, the Savannah Ghost Pirates. And I'm just telling you, this minute and 15-second promo is just something special. How quick this arena was put together. And I got to thank Enmark Arena or Enmarket for having that promo on Twitter. It's theirs. It's not mine. I mean, if you don't get the goosebumps seeing that new building going up like that and, in 28 months and so many seconds and all the construction workers, it's Savannah. And you know what? We'll have professional hockey there. We'll have other events there. So it's going to bring in a lot of big-time, hopefully, artists. So it's something special for Savannah, Georgia, to have a brand-new facility like that. The Savannah Civic Center was always home. I mean, I can go back to my first days when I moved here and was watching the Savannah Rugrats, the indoor soccer team. So, got to be excited. Got to get over there, check it out, the new Enmarket Arena. All right. Last but not least, Superfest 2012 here at Coach's Corner. Last night we had Thomas Claxton and the Myth. The lead band was Drop Dead Turbo. Great show, great act. A lot of people came out to watch. Well, tonight it's going to be even packed because we got, Back in Black, the ACD cover band. What a way to kick off Superfest or kick off leading into Super Bowl Sunday. The lead-up band Frequently Asked Questions will be the lead-up band. Get your tickets. Eventbrite. It's going to be a great time. Then tomorrow, okay, we got music starting at 12 noon. Jason Ross and Friends to honor Keith Daniels, who just passed away. All right. So it's going to be a great event. 12 noon to kickoff. During that, there's going to be some oysters, like a lot of oysters. So if you love oysters, you love Super Bowl, gazillion TVs all over the place, TVs out in the Sound Garden, you'll have a good time here at Coach's Corner. Now, Coach's Corner is going to be rocking in March. All right. They're going to have the Legends of Rock Tribute Music Festival presented by Coach's Corner in the Sound Garden. Okay, so go to Eventbrite, get your tickets now. Friday and Saturday, March 25th and 26th. It's going to be crazy. They got so many bands, and I wish I could remember every single one that's coming in. But March 25th and 26th, the Tribute Band Festival here at Coach's Corner in the Sound Garden. Well, a lot of high school sports going on tonight. Calvary boys and girls will be going for region championships. Next week we'll have 6A and 4A, 2A. So they're going to be all over the place. We're going to have a lot of basketball. Congratulations to the Habersham School boys and girls for winning their region. Congratulations to St. Andrews for winning their region. Coach Mel Abrams does a great job over there. And if I'm not mistaken, he did text me, and I want to get these kids' names out there. Let me find it on my phone. Everything's now got to be on a tablet or a phone. Okay, so congratulations out to St. Andrews School, okay? Here, 5 all-region players. The Edwards brothers, Zaire and Zayden, Caleb Lofton, Rod Conley Jr., and Price Mahaney. And don't forget, Mel Abrams, the coach of the year. So great job out there at St. Andrews on the Marsh, as they call it, or the Lions as we know it now. So once again, congratulations. Habersham School, Patriots winning theirs. So BC won the regular season title last night. They'll be hosting the Region 3 4A championships. Windsor Forest and Johnson will be hosting the Region 3 3A championships. So there's going to be a lot going on. So we'll crown a champion tonight in that 1A private region, and we'll find out what's going on next week. Until we see each other next week, today or tomorrow, always hit it out of the park. Until we talk to each other again, listen to each other, speak to each other, may be your best week ever. God bless. My picks are, or my pick for Super Bowl 56, Los Angeles Rams 35, Cincinnati Bengals 21. Going with the Matthew Stafford boy from Georgia, just like Amy Zimmer had talked about when she was on the show. Once again, have a great weekend. God bless. Stay safe. Talk to you next week.